Yes. At our first meetup, we pretty much, it was at Animazement's a few months ago, back in May 2011. And we just had about 10 or so people over there. And it was basically.
When games are home, you know, I feel that the most difficult thing, and this is just me, the purpose for a club is to, have friends come together and interact. Because you can't really, what you say, correctly interact with a computer. It's nice, don't get me wrong, I like computers, but I can get more information, let's say, meeting with a live person, talking to them, than I can, dealing with a computer, because sometimes words are clumsy, they don't get the meaning across like they should. And misunderstandings are very easy to do with a computer. So that's one of the most personal reasons to have a club is to sharpen those social skills. What do you feel?
Actually, when I said the hardest decision I made was forming my group, that's really true. Just like you, if we under different groups had the sense that I thought we would join your group, because honestly, I hate public speaking. Public speaking sucks to do. And I always had trouble talking to people in large groups. So always clammed up, always went nuts. So one of the big reasons why I formed this group was actually to improve my own social skills. So I would actually be forced to talk to additional people. And for that, paid off great. It was a wonderful real today. It's definitely a good reason to have this group. I think you can keep yourself pretty clear online if you know how to communicate as well online. I communicate with people response. There's big chat rooms on that. Talking to big chat rooms is no big deal. Talking big groups of people live, I was scared the hell out of me. But I've since conquered the ability to public speak quite well over the years, at least to a point where I'm pretty adequate, I think. And I love this group for that, and I love anybody else who like you, sir, who is a little shy, can't quite get there sometimes. This is groups like mine really good for conquering that. Because I encourage you that if you just have an idea to do something, come join it. I want you to do your idea. I want you to come and run something. Nobody's gonna make fun of you, nothing. Just come and do it. And people gonna come to it and they'll say like, hey, I want in on that. When they come to your thing, you just run it. You can be a voter if you want. Try to get a little set it up. So that's the reason why I started my business, to help conquer my own fear and help other people conquer theirs if they so desire. That's the short of it. But I'll hand it over to you.
Well, back when I was in high school, when I formed my anime club back there, it was just because the school was into sports mainly, and I know a few people who were into anime and manga, and nobody really got to do anything. So I went up and got some of my friends together, and we all decided to make a club. And branching off from that, we were able to get people that are more involved, or get people to be more involved, and just have a voice for those who use anime, who love anime and manga. And what I'm doing with Shy Congoers is trying to get people to be more outgoing like this. This is really scary kind of to me right now. But I'm trying to get out and just be more social, trying to build those social skills as well, and get others who, like me personally, when I first went to a convention, I was scared to do a lot of stuff, to go around the dealer's room and to do anything, and I felt really, really kind of depressed with it. And so I thought, if I'm feeling this way, I'd try to slowly, I'm not doing too well right now, but I'm trying to build that up to where get more people like us and get some people who are experienced, who know what they're doing to help us along as well. And basically that type of thing mainly.
I think you're doing a great job. Are you in Charlotte now, or?
No, I live in Morristown, Tennessee, Greenville, Tennessee area. Yeah, I come here, or I stay.
Very good. It's my first year. I tended to come the first year. That year. I wanted to, but then I was like, but yeah. But anyway, here you go.
For me, with Ichiban-Con, this is my third year, and I've loved the way the people of Ichiban-Con has been very nice to me. When I first, to give you a little short story here, I tried to email Ichiban-Con at first, and they didn't get the emails or something, because like I said, internet can be quite choosy at times. So I went to them during the first day of the convention and said, hey, I'd like to do a panel. They said, well, we have somebody who's backed out. Can you fill in? And I said, okay, I did it. And was supposed to have help. And sure enough, I went into this panel room, no help. So I said, okay, I've done many panels before at science fiction conventions and stuff. So I said, I'll just run the way I usually run my panels, just take control of it and just went on from there. And last year, I did so many panels at IchibanCon 2, I thought I'd make up for all the years I didn't do panels.
Good experience. One time counts for a lot, right?
Oh, yes, yes. So I'm very kind and with the staff here at IchibanCon for allowing me to promote my group here at this convention. If anybody would like any information about my organization, I do have flyers up here. After the panel's over, I'll be glad to pass them out. And this is all the updated information we have about our organization. So if anybody is interested at the end of the panel, I'll be glad to give you a copy.
I intended to bring a bunch of business cards that this friend in my group made for me to hand out, and then like a bottle site forgot and left it. So but you can easily find my group. You just Google Charlotte Anime Manga Society. We should be like first hit. And if you just go to the meetup group or the meetup.com website, meetup.com website, just search for anime in Charlotte. We're going to be one of the first hits, guaranteed. We actually got ourselves featured as like the meetup of the day, like around New Year's. It's kind of cool. But yeah, if you want to search us out, by all means, come and join us. More people. We got about 30, 40 really active people right now, and we're looking to grow that number as best we can over this next year.
Well, like I said, I live in Tennessee, but my group is basically on Facebook. If you just look up Shy Con Goers Unite, you'll probably find the page pretty easy. And I know most of the members probably live somewhere in North Carolina. I think around the Raleigh area mostly. So it's for anybody. You can live anywhere and be a member. Just we're trying to encourage people to get out and not be scared and frightened by the overwhelming atmosphere of conventions, pretty much.
Yeah, one last question for you. What's the biggest convention you've been to?
It would be Animations.
Animation? About 8,000 people, I think?
So it's somewhere, it's massive. I mean, not, well, massive.
Yeah. Biggest one I've been to, I've been to International when they're testing 45,000. So keep going, you will get to. Those big cons are so good, sir. You gotta try them out sometime. I also went to like Anime Central in Chicago. Beautiful convention, 18,000 people. Wonderful time, you can't go wrong there. Everything takes place in a Hyatt hotel. Bottom 3 basement floors, just filled with stuff, cultural stuff, game stuff. Really fun. Yeah, so these are goal things. We'll go for the big cons at some point. You gotta try at least one big one in your life. Okay.
Biggest one I've been to, 23,000 through the door. DragonCon 1998 was the biggest one I've ever been to as far as attendance. And we're talking about 23,000 people. And this thing has got several hotels.
Takes up 5.5 hours,
Yeah.
Official con hotels. And then you have the peripheral hotel. It's up to 65,000 now. I went to it last year. Too many people for what they do. They either need to get a bigger convention center now to do it right, or get a bigger convention center to do it right. You can't walk around there anymore. You really can't.
Like I said, it was 1998 when I went, and that was the last time I find that I like going to smaller conventions a little bit more easier. I can get really more personal with the guests. So I like conventions that are around about 3,000, 4,000 mark, but when they get up to like a 10,000, that's like, that's rough.
I actually look forward to 10,000 plus size cons.
Oh, really?
Baltimore was Otakon, and I went there like late 90s, early 2000s there, I forget exactly which year. That was amazing when it was done. Did anybody ever see Mr. Sass there 3000? Anybody ever heard of that? Yeah, they did a anime MSD pre-K one year, and that was hilarious. They covered like Final Fantasy OVA series, and they just lampooned that to shreds. But they completely rebuilt the box and everything. Which was well done. But one of the best things I love about the big conventions is I felt like easier to get a lot of my friends together to go to it. And one of the reasons I went to MX was because I had like 20 friends that were going to it, and they split up like 3 or so hotel rooms. And to meet a bunch of friends that I had talked to all online before, wonderful experience. 9 people in one small Hilton hotel room, not so much, but at the same time I only pay $50 for a hotel for the weekend, so it's a game of give and take. But it was a wonderful experience. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. So much fun. Sure.
Frank's the biggest one I've been to.
I did really enjoy it. I liked it better, I think, a little bit when it was in the Sheraton Hotel before it moved to the Convention Center. The Convention Center is good too. I kind of like the hotel feeling. The Convention Center feels a little less personal. It's kind of a shame.
Like business-like.
It feels more business-like, and they're moving to a more family-friendly orientation format, which is kind of for me. Not when you're that close to 3 of the biggest universities, period. You got a bunch of college students that want to go party for a weekend because it's at that right moment to party. That's the whole point of AZ, and to make it family-friendly, I think we should do so.
Family-orientated convention. Been to some that have been very good, been to some that have been dismal. It can be a hit or miss idea. It's just depending on who's running it, how well they organize and everything. Like I said, I've been to plenty of conventions where you go like, where's the attendance? I've been going for 31 years now.
What do you see as far as your group down in the future, let's say about maybe 2 or 3 years down the road? Where do you think you're going to be at?
Hopefully have a couple people dedicated running a few conventions every year, like they're the primary organizers. I'm just going to take a farther step back, let it run itself more often than not. Just kind of show up to my main meetup as often as I can, and either side meetups that I can try to make, I'll try to make them. But I'm looking forward to watching more people step up, take over, and me just kind of taking a step back and just watch it basically just manage itself at this point. It almost manages itself perfectly right now. So it's wonderful.